Hey everybody, it's Prince's friend. I'm actually here to talk about a story I actually just heard about today. It's apparently been circulating for a couple of days, but I only just now heard about it. Prince's family wants to have a reality show. What would said reality show be about? Well, it would focus on how their lives have changed since he died. This is not really a new thing. There are lots of reality stars that have gotten fame off of one sibling that was famous. The Kardashians is a big example of that, where they all kind of leaned on Kim Kardashian. The Braxtons is another example where, Toni Braxton, we all know who Toni Braxton is, but nobody knew who any of the other Braxtons were until the reality show, and that kind of launched everybody's, fame and success that they've, gotten since then. But this is actually something that Prince would have been really, really against. There's no way that he would have participated in a reality show like this in order to get his family members fame, because nobody cares about his family. Very few people really cared about what was going on in his personal life in the first place. They cared about the music, and that's what really mattered to Prince. So for them to try to get a reality show, and it's going to focus on how their lives have changed since he died, but nobody knew how your lives were before he died, so nobody cares. That's kind of how I feel about it, and I actually did hear about this from one of the friends of the channel, Kimberly Fraser, so I'll put a link to her take on it, which is actually pretty similar to my take, which is it's just sad. TMZ is actually also reporting that the reality show is actually the reason why they blocked the Deliverance EP from being released. That they actually wanted to work the release of Deliverance and some of those tracks into the reality show, and they wanted to premiere them in the reality show. It's just such a bad idea that might actually work, and it might actually happen. That's just crazy to think that these people who got a hold of Prince's stuff are going to get millions and millions of dollars more to do a reality show. I don't know. If they actually did make it, I might watch maybe the first couple episodes so I could see what they were doing. If it became about Prince, and if it wasn't about them, and if it was talking about their experiences with Prince and telling stories about their lives with Prince and, stuff like that. But I don't want to watch something like Reverend Run's reality show where it's them fighting with their kids about, there's groceries and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and there's a Prince song. That does nothing for me. But the fact that they were saying that they've blocked Deliverance because of the show, it adds another layer of just mess to the whole legal debacle. And yesterday's video, I actually said, hey, I think that they're well within their rights to want some control over how that music is released, but that's not the way that I would hope that they would release it, is trying to do it alongside a project that I hope does not happen, such as the reality show. And there is a lot of people who are now talking about this whole reality show, and that it's the reason that Deliverance got blocked, and there's a lot of backlash because of that. I'm still, on the fence, honestly, because for me, this just adds one more layer to it, but this doesn't affect my thoughts on it at all. The dude signed a contract. There you go. But if there's some legal wiggle room in order for them to be able to make some sort of agreement, I think that that's awesome. As long as the music gets out there, and that's what Prince cared about, is getting the music out there. He said somebody will release it, even if it's not him. So those people better get on releasing. Thank you for your time. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and may you live to see the dawn.